today we are doing our first Wine Wednesday. Today we're going to be talking about the home buying process. Whether you are a brand new first-time buyer or you're a seasoned buyer and seller and you just kind of need to get some more tips and remember how the process works, we're going to go through everything in this video. So perhaps by now you've been glancing at some properties on realtor.ca and maybe you mentioned it one time and all of a sudden you're finding you're getting bombarded with listings and whatnot. That's step number one in deciding that it sounds like you are ready to make this purchase. And so the next step for the process would be to find a realtor that you trust. So this is really important. This realtor is going to be doing a lot with you. They're going to be showing you properties. It needs to be somebody who's very knowledgeable in the market, especially the area that you're interested in. Good reviews are important to look out for, and really just make sure it's someone that you get along with because you're going to be spending a lot of time with this person. The second step, a lot of people think that it is let's go house shopping when it's actually not. Step two is you need to talk to a mortgage broker. Shauna, what is a mortgage broker?
That's a great question. Thank you, Kaitlin. I'm an expert in finding the perfect funding options for your mortgage needs, making sure that I can customize all of your financial needs. So you'll end up having your realtor refer you over to a mortgage broker like myself. So what you want to do is, I want to touch base with you. I want to make sure that we can have a quick initial conversation so we can get to know you and find out what your needs are and what your long-term goals are. So the first step is we can either meet for coffee or have a phone call, and that way I can collect some of your information and then I can send you off the application and the service agreements. Once all of that is completed, you submit it back to me, I go through the numbers, I figure out what works best for you, and then I send you off your pre-approval. That way you have your budget all set in place so that I can work with Kaitlin and she can find you your dream home.
There you go.
Fine.
And one thing to consider, I know that a lot of buyers, especially first-time buyers or any buyer of any sorts, they'll hop on the computer, they'll go into a mortgage calculator, put in their information and see what comes up, and they kind of like to base it off that. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of other finances that need to be taken into consideration, which is why it is so crucial to see someone like Shauna, who is an experienced mortgage broker who can help you stay right on track so we have an accurate budget to work within to find you your dream home.
So a lot of people that come to me tend to use mortgage calculator and say this is what I got pre-approved for. Unfortunately, a mortgage calculator is just one little tool in the entire tool belt that we would consider to be able to help you find exactly what you're pre-approved for. You know, there is one of those things where, your credit bureau doesn't lie. We take everything into account with all of your expenses, all of your assets, all your liabilities, your income. We make sure that what you take out moving forward is guaranteed. So there are no surprises, there are no hiccups, you don't lose your dream home.
So you found your realtor, you found your mortgage broker, and now what's next? Now comes the fun part. It's shopping. So at this point in the transaction, we're going to look around, we're going to go see any house that you want to see. Some buyers see one or two houses and they know that that's the one that's meant for them. Other ones, they see like 100 houses. Either way, you're right. It's whatever works for you. It's a big investment. It's a big life decision. You want to make sure you're making the right one. So let's say we look at a couple houses. Finally, you find the one that checks all your boxes. It meets all your needs. Now it is time to make an offer and put some conditions in that offer that will protect you. So one that I highly recommend is an inspection condition, just to make sure everything is good and the house is healthy, it's got good bones. And the second one, which is really important, is a financing inspection. So that is the point where I will pass off this information to Shauna, and she will make sure that this house is a perfect fit for you and that you are able to finance this particular home.
So once you guys have put in the offer, Kaitlin will be sending me off the MLS listing and also the offer. This way I can take it in, I can make sure that I put it into our system and make sure everything still works in the budget and you're still happy with your payment terms, and then we make sure that we build out your next year's budget and you're happy with everything moving forward as well. Then I can go off and talk to the lenders and make sure I'm finding you the best possible deal. That way, once the lender sees everything, they approve it, to let Kaitlin know that she's getting into that dream home.
Woo!
Kaitlin,
Yeah.
did you just say financing inspection?
Did I? And the second one, which is really important, is a financing inspection. So financing inspection. Financing inspections.
Financing inspections.
Damn it, Kaitlin! Can you just stick to the script for once?
I'm sorry.
There is no excuses in real estate!
I'm sorry.
What am I gonna do with her?
That was so good.
Okay, all jokes aside, what I meant to say was, on the offer there are conditions. There's usually an inspection condition and a financing condition. So here's a little recap. You found your realtor, you talked to a mortgage broker, you got pre-approved, you wrote an offer, we've satisfied the conditions on the offer. Now we are going to closing. So closing is to do with, you need to get your lawyer in check. So if you guys don't have one, we both know very reputable lawyers who can help with the real estate world. Do have some money in your pocket for this part. Usually around $2,000 is a safe bet. So they're going to transfer the title to you, go through all the closing costs with you, and then once that's done, you have your possession date set and you take possession.
Sounds perfect to me.
Woo! That's the whole process. Are we filming? Okay. Well, that's it. It's the bottom of the bottle. Bottom of the bottle tips!
You're right. And you know, that being said, here's some last minute tips. We want to make sure that you avoid large purchases through the home buying process, such as don't buy that boat,
Don't buy that car.
don't buy that ring,
Don't buy that couch.
don't buy that sauna,
Don't buy that hot tub.
don't buy that pool.
Good call.
I just beat that one.
And then the next thing that came, don't buy that deck. And I'm like, they don't have a house yet. What are they buying?
Why are they buying a deck? Or pools or spa? Like, what are they buying for this house?
Actually, yeah. Oh, that's good. Good call. So obviously we cruised through all of that pretty quickly. If you guys do have any other questions that you want to know or you want to ask us, feel free to. We're always open to answer any questions. You can follow me on Instagram at Kaitlin Sold It.
And at Mortgages by Shauna.
And you can find these videos on our YouTube channel. Feel free to comment, share, send us a message, let us know anything you want to hear about. There's no such thing as a silly question in real estate. We are here to answer all of it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And that's it. Sold.
Woo! I said Ansel. I said Ansel.
I can't believe I said Ansel.
What's wrong with me? Couldn't be the whole bottle of wine we drank.